What's up, my YouTube mofackies? Just got done with an interview. Hitting the pavement. I got some jobs and whatnot, but not good enough, so I'm still interviewing, of course. And it's been interesting. This was probably close to my most interesting interview I've ever had. I get there, and this guy drove like 3 hours to come and interview probably a block of people. And it was for a loss prevention job, catching shoplifters. And the company that I'd be working for would be Menards. I think most of us know what Menards is. And it'd be catching shoplifters. Well, it wouldn't be directly working for Menards. It was like I hate that camera so close to me. It was like a investigational company. These wipers, need new wipers, they squeak. Anyways, and so he owned the investigational company. And I get there, and this guy's dressed like shit, for one. For two, he was dressed like shit. Don't get me wrong, I shouldn't judge, I'm there for an interview, but this guy really just, fuck, come on. And so I'm looking, and it says right on there, he didn't even want to talk about the pay. In big, bold lettering, it said right on the application he had me fill out, $10.50 an hour. I'm like, $10.50 an hour? No. Whatever. I know they say to do interviews because it's good experience. That's like the hardest thing about looking for jobs is getting the interviews and being comfortable at them. I don't know. I'm pretty good at that shit. I don't lack in the gabbing area. I'm all right with that. I got no fucking problem talking to anybody. I can give a fuck who they are. So $10.50 an hour. Loss prevention here in the state of Minnesota, or at least the Twin Cities, is typically chasing down people. The industry's the same. Like, chasing people, handcuffing people, arresting people. It's not the easiest job in the world, actually, but $10.50 an hour, that's fucking unreal. Like $11.50 to $12 an hour is even pretty low, actually, for loss prevention. A lot of places pay between $13 to $16, depending on your experience level. Anyways, I'm kind of blabbing. This is going to be a different type of video, but so I did the interview, and I decided that I would do the interview and not walk out, because I was going to walk out and just, leave. So I flip over the next sheet as I'm filling out the application, and it says he's it's an investigation company, and there was these like 5 paragraphs real quick that they wanted me to sign or initial. One of them was the pay. You'd start at $8 an hour. The training would be $8 an hour. Then after you're done with the training, whatever the fuck that would be, then it'd be $10.50 an hour. So I asked him if I could just, anyways, we'll get to that later. So I signed that. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. Well, then the next form was, if you don't give a week's notice before quitting, your last check will be minimum wage, which is $7 something an hour. Now, I don't know how the fuck somebody can get away with that. It would seem illegal to me, but obviously probably not. Then the next one was for a background check, a fee of $40 would come out of my first check to pay for the background investigation on me. Well, Mama didn't raise no fucking fool. I ain't paying no $40 fucking for a background check. I've been working security for the government and yada yada for fucking over 10 years. I could go to get my computer and pull up one for fucking free. Anyways, so then the next one they wanted me to initial was that also out of my, no, what was it? Oh, within 90 days, if I quit, they were going to take $50 out of my check for the drug test. You know, they make it hard for someone to want to take a fucking job and then keep interviewing for a better job. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. I can't live off $10.50 an hour. But anyways, so I didn't initial. I initialed the one about the pay being $8 and then $10, because when we interviewed, I was just gonna say, hey, let's forego. I don't need training. You know, really. I don't need 2 days of training. So I figured him and I would figure something out to where I'd just be paid, you know, the $10.50. But, and then in the interview, the guy had no questions for me, really at all, except for me to go over what I did at the last 3 jobs I worked at. And then he asked me if I was all right with arresting little old ladies. I guess they have a big problem with little old ladies coming into Menards stores and stealing faucets and fixtures and shit. And I told him I have no problem with that. I've arrested an 84-year-old lady. Well, what a bunch of bullshit. I mean, I didn't sign it. I'm not going to take that job. I wondered why the guy before me was so quick. You know, he literally interviewed him for like 2 minutes and the guy was gone. Well, yeah, he probably told the guy to go fuck himself, you know? Anyways, I just figured I'd share that because, you know, people are just trying to take advantage of motherfuckers looking for a job nowadays, you know? It ain't fucking right, you know? You just trying to make a fucking buck, you know, and you always got somebody there reaching in your fucking pocket, you know? Since when do I have to pay to get a fucking job that I'm qualified for? You cocksucking fucking bastards, you know? It just ain't fucking right, you know? It just ain't fucking right. I mean, there's probably a lot of people out there, and I have no problem with it, been there, done that, that would take $10.50 an hour, you know? I don't think I would because I couldn't pay my bills on it. Granted, it's a job, but I just wouldn't do it. I'm not saying I'm better than that. I'm not saying I got more pride. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I just think, then this is just my own thinking. Fucking to each his own. I think my efforts would be better off looking for a different type of job than switching careers, than working for $10.50 an hour for some sloppy ass fucking cocksucker that lives 3-4 hours away. And then he wanted me to work 3 different stores, like all over the cities. We're talking like some serious drive time, you know? And he wasn't going to pay my gas. I asked him, and he said, well, you got to drive to your job anyhow, right? Why would it matter where it's at? You know? In other words, if you want a fucking job, kid, you'll fucking drive there. You know, like, in other words, good luck with, hire yourself a fucking 18-year-old or something, or whatever. I think you got to be 21, actually, to arrest, to be loss prevention. But, I don't know, that's my little rant, I guess. I haven't done a fucking rant in a while. It just fucking pisses me off when people are trying to take advantage of motherfuckers. Like the job I'm at now, working them fucking Twins games. They try and tell me I'm union, but they won't tell me what union. They won't give me a union card. They told me I'm not protected by the union because it's a temporary part-time job. And then they won't give me any fucking lunches. They told me they don't have to give me a lunch because they're paying for it. And that's the fucking most ridiculous thing I ever fucking heard. I mean, if people could, everybody would do that then. Kmart and fucking JCPenney and all these big companies would be like, Walmart, you know Walmart would be doing that shit, motherfuckers. They'd be like, oh, well, we can't give you a lunch today, we're just gonna pay you for it. They just fuck you over every fucking day, you know? That is fucking ridiculous. So anyways, I mean, you gotta give a motherfucker a lunch, you know? It's just people, man. They try and take nowadays. More and more. It makes me feel old. Like, back in the old days, you know? Fuck them cocksuckers. I'm fucking pissed off. Alright, we'll catch y'all later. Hope you guys all have a good day. Thanks everybody for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks to all my new subscribers that I've had the last week or two. I've had quite a bit. And that's cool as hell. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you guys got any ideas.